Hey everybody, I'm Tactical Terry, and welcome back to the newest gun guy. For I ain't read anymore. I quit. Thank goodness. Alright guys, hey, I'm here, I'm Tactical Terry, I'm the firearm expert in these parts. Alright, we're gonna cover some important stuff today, so y'all make sure y'all pay attention. I don't have to beat none of y'all, okay? Alright, we gonna go over some safety tips and safety rules, okay? Now, there's a lot of y'all going out there and saying, ooh, I want that, and they want us to go and buy all this stuff up, and they don't know what to do with it. Now, they don't know what to do with it, how to handle it, or nothing like that, okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to cover 4 main firearm safety rules, okay? There's 4 main ones, and then we'll talk about some stuff after that, but we got 4 main firearm safety rules now, okay? Number 1, treat every firearm as if it's loaded. Okay? So that don't mean you just flip it around there and you do all this crazy stuff and you do whatever you want to. You gotta always keep in mind that one of these babies could possibly go off. There's plenty of folks out there that say, oh, it was empty. I swear there's no rounds around it and stuff. Well, then how'd it go off? Huh? Why is there a hole in the wall? You gotta watch. You mess around with some of this stuff, you might end up missing a pinky toe. I got a cousin missing a pinky toe, and poor fella can't stand up straight for nothing. I'm telling y'all. Okay, I'm being serious about this now. You keep this old hush puppy, act like it's always loaded, no matter what. No matter if you know there ain't no rounds. I know right now the closest thing this magazine's got some failures in it, and that magazine over there's got some failures in it. But there ain't no magazines in these 2 firearms. There's a magazine in this one. There ain't no rounds because I don't have any rounds right now to go in that whole hush puppy. And I never done clear these guns about 3 or 4 times. But I'm still gonna always act as if they are loaded no matter what. No matter what. Now, alright, let's go on and move to number 2. Don't point these old hush puppies to anything you don't plan on destroying. Now you say, now Terry, what you mean by that? Let me tell you what I mean by it. You don't take this and you don't point it at your other fellers, at your spouse, at your dog, maybe some cats out there. I'm kidding. No, don't be pointing at no animals either now, unless you plan on it unless you are okay with it being destroyed. And you say, oh, what do you mean by being okay with it destroyed? If that gun accidentally goes off because, that unloaded gun that you knew you cleared and stuff accidentally goes off from some magical round that the gun fairies put in there, you're okay with that hole being there. Now, if it's a person, you won't be okay with it. And I know they won't be okay with it, okay? Now, if it's a hole in the wall, police are still probably going to come to the door and say, hey, feller, we heard some failures making some failure noises in here. What's going on? And you can say, oh, I'm just an idiot. All right, you gotta be safe about this now, okay? So that means, all right, you take this old baby. Now this old baby's clear. All right, you take this old baby and you don't point it at nothing you don't plan on destroying. So if a feller was standing right here to the side of me, I don't take this old baby and I don't turn right here and look at him and talk to him. All right, even though I know it's unloaded, even if it's locked back like this, I ain't gonna point it right at him and have a conversation. I'm going to always make sure we're safe about things. You don't put your hand in front of the barrel, which is something it slips by. You don't think about it very much. You're just making conversation and you're doing things, and next thing you know, your hand's in front of the barrel. All right? You got to make sure you watch some of these things. Okay? I think that baby's in there. Yeah, that baby's in there. Yeah. All right, next thing. We'll use this old baby right here. We'll use this old girl. All right? Next thing. You keep, I've said it before, you keep this baby off of that baby, okay? You keep this baby off of that baby. And what I mean though, is you keep this finger off of that trigger, okay? Now, I'm extending this a little bit more as you keep everything out of that baby, all right? There's so many people that's like, well, I'm just gonna hold it like this. Next thing you know, their pinky's in there because they're holding it like this. Or they're taking this whole thing and they're doing something crazy with it. All right? You want to make sure that ain't nothing going in that trigger guard there and make that thing go click. All right, that thing go click and that thing go boom. And it may not go boom against something you don't want, but remember, are the safety rules. Keep it pointed in a safe direction, right? Okay, so make sure you keep everything away from that old clicker right there, okay? That old clicker ain't no good unless you want it to be good. All right? Let's go ahead and talk about our next thing now. Know your target. Now, I say know your target. Know what's in front of your target. Know what's beyond your target. Know what's to the left or to the right of it. And for some of y'all, that may have been backwards. So let it be right to you and the left of you, all right? Now, if you're setting up a paper target and you're out there shooting with your friends, have a good old time. But know what's on each side of it. What if ain't no gopher or something going to pop up in front of you, or ain't nothing crazy going on behind it. Because if you just think, oh, there ain't nothing in front of me, but there's houses behind your target, well, son, you got an issue. All right, you got to change somewhere, so we got to go somewhere else, okay? All right, now those are our 4 main rules, okay? 4 main rules. Now, I like to expand on it a little bit. I like to say you take those 4 rules and you add you a couple. And those couple of rules are specific to you, or specific, whatever it's called. All right? Those are specific to you. All right? Now, those could be as simple as you don't want a unloaded gun, sitting out, just hanging on the table right like that. You don't like that. You want it always locked back, so you know for sure that there ain't nothing in that baby. Maybe it's something as simple as that baby is always in a holster, locked back, or maybe it's always forward and it's in a holster. Or maybe it's as simple as no magazines are around. When you do things, you want to make sure, if you're cleaning your guns or you're working on them, you're doing a little dry firing or something like that. Some of y'all like that stuff, that dry firing. You make sure all of them rounds are at that room. So that's the best thing you could do, is you take this magazine, even this spare mag. This spare mag ain't doing nothing. It's just one of them little deals that them fellers wear in the front. You take this spare mag, now it ain't bothering nobody. It ain't around here. And you take this old baby and you take it way over yonder. All right? That way ain't nobody gonna set it. Look, we'll set it way over here. All right? Ain't nobody gonna know. All right? You want to make sure nothing slips in there. You're completely safe. And maybe it's just, and you want to make sure you got a system to clearing your guns. There's plenty of fellas say, oh, I cleared it, there was no rounds around it. Well, why did it go off? Huh? Why did it go off? Because there's rounds in it, okay? So treat all of them as if they're loaded, and in theory, you should have less of an issue. But some of these, like these 2 fellas right here, you got to pull the trigger in order to take them apart and have them cleaned. I like a nice old clean gun. Now, I clean all the time. I like some cleanness now. Okay, I don't clean about anything else, but I do clean these old hush puppies. And you gotta make sure they're all clear as day, son, clear as day. Okay, now you take your 4 firearm safety rules, all right, and you take them 4, and then you add you a couple that's just what you like, that gives you a little peace of mind, as Mama always said, a little peace of mind, and that's what you go with, okay? And if you take some friends a shooting with you and you're out there having a little fun, show them the technique. Show them, say, hey, we always going to keep this in a holster when it's on the table. That way we know ain't nothing going to fall down that trigger guard. Ain't no one going to fall and hand go on the trigger and pull it or something like that. We ain't going to do things safe now. All right? I think that's pretty much all I got. You got anything else? This fella's useless. You got anything else? That's it? Okay. Oh, I got to read the thing again. Jeez, you got to tell me I got to read all this stuff all the time. All right. Make sure you give this video thumbs up. I'm happy they put pictures on this. Makes it easier. Hit the subscribe button that's in red and hit the notifications bell to all. All right. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and hit that notifications bell to all. Follow us on Twitter. What's Twitter? All right. At Newest Gun Guy, you left the spaces out of that. You got to put the spaces in there if you want people to read this. And then Patreon, whatever that is. Newest Gun Guy. Okay. There. Now give me a little promo here because, hey, I'm the life of the party around here, I like to think. Head on over to the playlist section of this old YouTube channel and you find Tactical Terry's Tips. I think they're the bestest in the world right there. You follow us right there and you can find all kinds of videos. And you can find all kinds of things that I'm talking about. And we're having a good old time, all right? But you got to hit that red subscribe button and do all that stuff. I think that's pretty much it. I got one more thing. Jeez. Always remember, keep your barrel pointed down range. Hey, we went over that.